Mark Gillian here for AIM Country Music Television. My guest today is Cupid and the Cowboy, the self-proclaimed misfit duo coming to us straight out of New York. They're working toward the release of a 10-song album titled Misfit Sessions, with a variety of songs from very obvious country to much less obvious country. Their sound is grounded by Cupid's sweet, pure vocals and the Cowboy's more edgy sensibilities, combining for a sound that is uniquely theirs. They sometimes refer to it as cowpunk rock. We'll learn more about that in a minute. They're here today to talk about the new video for their song, Beer on My Tramp Stamp. So let's get them in here right now to talk about what might just be your new favorite song. Cupid and the Cowboy, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hi.
Great to be here, Mark.
Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you. Well, we're really happy to have you. I think it's going to be a treat. I'd like to fire this up with an introduction. Just tell us how you guys found each other, managed to mesh her sweet voice and guitar work with your edge and sensibilities. Give us a little insight into the journey and maybe, where the names come from.
Okay. So we met at an open mic.
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. And Cupid and the Cowboy actually is not really a name. It's more like it was just a natural progression of what happened in a way. Because I'm like a wannabe cowboy from the Nevada desert of Reno, Nevada. Reno Casino Cowboy. That's the kind of cowboy I am. Not a real cowboy, a fake 1960s cigarette smoking, muscle car driving kind of cowboy. And Cupid is, so my middle name is, my stage name is Maynard, but people call me Cowboy in Brooklyn. We're playing tonight. They will call me Cowboy when they see me. Cupid is Cupid's last name.
That's my name.
Her name is Michelle Cupid.
Yeah.
And I'm Maynard Watson. And
so we met in Brooklyn at an open mic. He was doing rockabilly stuff, and I actually met him again at a country bar in New York. There's not that many of those in the city, but we met, and I was like, how do you make an album? And he took me along that process. So in the creation of making an album that I wanted to make, he was just kind of like, well, let's be in a band together. So instead of just doing an album, we kind of joined the band, and he's now the leader of Cupid and the Cowboy.
I'm the leader. I'm the leader.
I like it. So I've seen some of your things. So are you a two-piece, drums and guitar, or are there other people that play with you sometimes, or is it always the duo?
A little bit of all that. Yeah, it's all that.
Gotcha.
Some people jump on and they stay for a while. Others come and go fast, and we're basically a duo, and I like the sound of a duo. When Cupid sings, plays guitar, I play drums. I personally like that sound, kind of simple, sparse, clean. But people jump in, like, for example, we got this guy Fred. He plays mandolin, and he's jumping on a lot lately. So he plays mandolin on this song. He plays a great mandolin on Beer on My Tramp Stamp. He plays a great mandolin. Really, he really brought it for Beer on the Tramp Stamp. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta show you something.
Okay. He's deserted us.
He has.
We just got these in the mail. I designed them. Beer on My Tramp Stamp. Tramp Stamp tattoo. A Tramp Stamp temporary tattoo.
Awesome.
Which we can send to you, Mark.
Well, fantastic. And are these available to purchase on the website?
Yes, they are.
Because I think a lot of people are going to need that.
They look cool.
I need it for the wall, but I think a lot of people probably need that for the tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, it would look. It would look great on you. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it would. Well, hey, dive a little bit into your music history, because you definitely have two sounds that really mesh to something that's like super unique. I mean, I kind of understand the origin story, but what are the influences that got you guys to be who you are?
oh boy, oh boy.
You start.
Like you can hear a lot of influences in there, but what are the ones that are the
Well,
actual ones?
I would say for me, I'm influenced. My biggest influencers are Hank Williams Sr., Hank 4. Yeah, I'll go with Hank 1, 2, and 3. I mean Hank 3. I'm not Hank 4. Hank 3. Hank 3 is kind of punk. He's really raw. Do you know Hank 3?
Yes.
So I like him. I like. Okay, so Bo Diddley, Hank Williams. I'm kind of a cross from that with a little bit of Dwight Yoakam, and I was born in San Francisco, so I'm kind of from that Bakersfield sound kind of thing. And I grew up in Orange County with the punk scene, with the Ramones and the Clash and Sex Pistols, all that kind of stuff. So I'm a blend of all that kind of angsty twang,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And,
I like that edge to things, and I like the things where you're talking. You have a pretty good knack for the reciting words instead of singing. You do sing good too, but
oh yes,
I really like the songs where you're sort of narrating a story.
okay, oh cool, thanks. Yeah, I was an actor in Hollywood for a long time too, and I was a writer too. So I'm bringing it all into our music,
Right. And Cupid, how about you? What influenced you? Where'd you come from in this stuff?
Oh, I'm from the Bronx, and I really, so like I would say that I'm influenced a lot by Sam Cooke, and I really like oldies. My mom really likes Dolly Parton, so I listened to her a lot when I was a kid. And I really like the songwriting process, so I really loved Sarah McLachlan when I was growing up. But like when we're making albums, I try really hard to not listen to too much music so that like our album doesn't have like a sound that's influenced by anybody, that it would just be kind of strictly naturally whatever comes from us.
Right. And I think I do think the duo part of it makes it gel into something that is definitely unique on all the ones I've listened to. Instead of his influences or your influences, I think we hear what you guys are when you've gelled.
Cool. That's awesome.
So what do you guys like to do when you're not writing, performing, recording, or making a video?
Well, geez.
You sound like you're like me. That's all you do.
Yeah, I wish we had time to do other stuff. To be honest, we a little bit of hiking. Like to travel.
We like to draw.
Draw, yeah. Do some drawings. Do some guitar drawings.
Mm-hmm.
We live in New York.
Right? Yeah.
We live.
Yeah.
In New
There's
York.
always something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's mostly you spend a lot of time in your apartment. Unfortunately.
Is the art behind you guys work?
Yes.
It's Cowboy.
Yeah, I dabbled in a little bit of art for a while. I tried to, and I would still do it if I had the space, in between. Like we got, so I'll show you.
He deserted us again.
We keep losing him. I'm not surprised anymore, so it's okay.
Like here's like a guitar drawing.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I did recently.
Nice.
And there's Cupid. Cupid has done one. Here's one. And
looks like that might be one of her favorite guitars.
Yes, it is. It is.
How'd you know?
Yeah, because I've watched some of the video.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a brown one. I like this one.
Ooh, I like it. So you guys should make those into prints and sell those on the website.
Yeah.
I think people would be interested in that.
Yeah, we what do you like to do? You know, we go to the pet store.
Yeah,
we,
we're obsessed with like animals and plant life and
we,
birds. All of the
we
things that we wish we had more of in New York.
yeah, Cupid would love to have a chicken or you know, and some goats. So I think for me the goal would be to get out of New York and get to some, you know, get down to Tennessee or Austin. Where and you're in Florida, I think, right?
I'm actually in Indiana. I'm just north of the Indy 500. So
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
I spent a lot of time in Florida and Nashville, but yeah, my home base is actually Indiana. So
Wow.
been here pretty much all my life, so probably gonna hang here.
Okay. Wow.
Awesome.
Maybe we should come.
You know, I talk to a lot of artists from Tennessee, Florida,
Right.
Texas, California. I do not talk to many from New York. What's New York like for a country duo? Is there, you know, city receptive to it? Lots of places to perform. I mean, is it open mic kinds of stuff? What kind of country venues do you have access to?
It's a good point. I think that in New York there are a lot of excellent songwriters. And they're very easy to meet at open mics. We met at an open mic. I think everyone here is an artist. And yeah, I think that it's easy to build a community of open micers. I'd say. Country in New York, I think that there's a country scene that is starting to grow, especially in Brooklyn.
Yeah, from Indiana, it looks like it would be impossible. That's why I'm, you know, curious. And I watched your videos, and I think that 30 Raincoats is one of my favorites to just turn on and watch. I have no idea yet what that one's about, but I really like watching that show with the people circling and the singing.
In Times Square. Yeah.
That was fun. And there was people. I wish we could have caught some of the people that were yelling at us. There were people yelling. You know, one guy, only in New York, only in, you can hear him saying that. But then there was a guy at the end, he started yelling. And
I know it's New York.
Yeah, that's Times Square. Yeah, that video has a lot, that song's a lot to do with New York. Tramp Stamp actually happened because you lost your job.
Mm-hmm.
She lost her job and wrote that song just like that. And that's kind of how the video kind of takes off on that as well. Sorry, to get back to the question. Some clubs in Brooklyn that are a little bit country. It's one called Desert Five Spot. That's a new hip country spot. There's one in the city called Common Country. That's a new thing.
Yeah, it's happening. You know, it's really catching.
But we're more into the dive bar scenes. You know, less the bougie, trendy stuff. You know,
right. I'm not sure you guys wouldn't fit to the bougie, trendy stuff though. If you kind of step over that. I mean, it might not fit what you're thinking about yourselves, but I think like the 30 Raincoats song. I mean that kind of music is going to appeal to a pretty wide audience. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. AIM Country is maybe the place for that. I might like to try it and find out. But
yeah,
but I mean, there's a pretty good audience for that kind of music. You know, it's an interesting song.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
We're here to talk about Bureau on My Tramp Stamp. Is there anything you want to say about that before we play the video for everybody?
It started, like she got fired from her job.
Yeah.
She started recording
it. In the beginning of the video, like there's a girl who gets fired from her job and she sees it as like a dead end. So it kind of serves as a jumping off point to do what you actually want to do.
Yeah, exactly. And then I came up with that character with the horsehead character. And I just stayed with that character and he just became part of the video.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, he's part of the fantasy. He represents that, like, you know, that person who's gonna take us away. And that person is usually ourselves.
That's so. It just something that happened naturally.
Hi.
Hey.
It makes your voice different, but yeah, it's nice to have a special guest on the program today.
I'm Horsehead. I'm an actor. I finally got my first role in a video called "Beer on My Tramp Stamp." Check me out.
I like it. Well, I'd love to let our audience see the video now and see what they think about it. How about we play it?
Yeah, it's yeah. So I mean, it worked out fine. It's like a character, you know. He's kind of wild. He's a drifter, which kind of goes along with the video because, you know, the song is about a guy who comes to town and really is kind of alone and meets. It's really a dream come true type of scenario, actually.
Well, let's play it now.
Okay.
You're watching Cupid and the Cowboys video for Beer on My Tramp Stamp here on In Country Music Television.
I can make you a cowboy. Do you work from home? Are you here alone? Come stand behind me. You don't have to be shy, I know you're being polite. I can show you around. Not much of this town, there's a bar and a diner, but it's mostly fun, I can hold it down. And I've made do, I can ride a horse, and maybe I'll ride you. Come take me away. So come spill a little beer on my tramp stamp, so we can ditch this crowd. Things are calming down. I could tell by your shirt you're a transplant. Oh, what you doing here in this town? I can be a cowgirl, but if you take me away, I've never been on a plane. I was hoping that you'd find me. Baby, come try me. So come spill a little beer on my tramp stamp. We can ditch this crowd. Things are calming down. I could tell by your shirt you're a transplant. What you doing here in this town? I can be a cowgirl, but if you take me away, I've never been on a plane. I was hoping that you'd find me. Baby, come try me. Make the most out of now. Make the most out of now. I can make you a cowboy. Can your finger pick? Can you drive a stick? Can you handle a renegade? You can live at the bar, then we'll sleep in my car. Don't have a lot of friends who are here now, but you never met a woman who's truer, and I can talk to her. Yeah, I can talk to her. So come spill a little beer on my tramp stamp. Ditch this crowd, things are calming down. I can tell by your shirt you're a transplant. Oh, what you doing here in this town? I can be a cowgirl, but if you take me away, I've never been on a plane. I was hoping that you'd find me. Baby, come find me. Make the most out of now. Make the most out of now.
Well, that is very nice. Who's responsible for this little masterpiece? Is that Cupid?
I'd say it's the both of us.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure,
she's
sure.
being humble. Yeah, I don't think I wrote a word.
I mean, okay, Cowboy didn't write a word, but if I wasn't sitting on the couch with the cowboy when the idea came to me,
Oh,
the idea
yes.
would not have come.
That's right. I did have something to do with it because we were talking about beer and beer and a beard and a beer and a beard spilling, and it's if a beer on your beard spills, and then it went into that.
Right.
That is how it came up. That was the birth of it right there. You're right.
Because I mean, so much of the creative process, so much of the songwriting is not necessarily like what you write, but it's how you feel and who you're with. There's like so many like external factors that influence like how a song comes out. I don't know where that song came from, but I think it came from the circumstances.
Right. And I think this one makes, I think the video makes a difference here too. The video makes this where there's more of a story than it would be from just listening to the song. I think the video really does, really fleshes it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I had a little jaw harp in that song
You
too.
did put a jaw harp. There are some.
See, I knew this was going to be interesting. You're my first that brings props to the interview.
Well, why not?
This may be one of our most popular yet.
I mean, he brings the props everywhere.
Yeah, I don't go anywhere without a jaw harp and a harmonica. You know,
Who helped create the video for this song?
it was our concept. I don't really know how it happened. How did it happen?
It's a lot of work.
Well, I wanted to get a horse head. I wanted to get a horse head to put on my drum kit. And here's the horse head I got to put on my drum kit. We started putting that on the drum kit at gigs. And then I started, well, I want to get some more horse heads. And so I looked on eBay for more horse heads. And then next thing you know, I found, this, horse head mask. And I'm like, wow, maybe I should get that and play drums with the horse head during the song. And then it developed into.
It's a thing. Now he plays it sometimes during gigs.
I play it on Tramp. I play it on Tramp Stamp. But he became the character that we just threw in the video. I don't even know how that happened. It was your idea.
I guess.
You thought of it. Let's do the horse head in the video. So it became a horse head video.
Well, I think it plays.
Yeah, it does. We really love the video. The video came out fantastic. I really love the song. She did such a great job on the song. So we really want to, promote. We're going to promote the song more now. It's been a month now since it released.
Yeah.
But we're going to actually double down on this guy and really take it as far as we can.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Cowboy, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have even reported it. I think Cowboy is kind of my polar opposite in that I have an idea and I sit and I think on it and I maybe overthink and I get a little bit nervous, like, oh, this could be better, this could be better. Like, as soon as I wrote that song and showed it to Cowboy was like, okay, let's take it to the studio, let's record it. And I'm like, I don't even know how to play it. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's right. Well, this is our first album. That's the second song off our first album called Misfit Sessions. That's why, like, 30 Raincoats does not go with Beer on My Tramp Stamp, but we have some other Americana songs, and it's a mix, a punk song and a rock kind of a song, and we just said, let's just do it. And we just woke up one day and said, we're making an album. And yeah, I never even played on Tramp Stamp before we recorded it. Never even played on it.
Yeah, it doesn't strike me that Cowboy has a lot of trouble with overthinking stuff. Kind of jump right into things.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Well, the excitement. If the excitement is there, you go with it. The impulse. I know a lot of people do that. A lot of artists, they go in and they don't even know what they're gonna do.
I could never do that.
I think everything's better when it's fresh like that, fresh in your mind. You're excited. I think the excitement comes across.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, like, looking at socials, how are you guys not a social media sensation? Are you working social media? Because you have so many things that could be clipped into 30-second bits and put on Reels and TikTok and what. I mean, how is it? You're just starting this? I mean,
yeah, pretty much.
Because to me, it seems like everything you do is suited to video, and video is super hot. So
it just takes time to surface, I guess. We don't have a lot of money behind this. It's a do-it-yourself.
Well, that's the thing with right now. I mean, the way they've changed around the algorithms, it's really, the humans are the algorithm now. So you're really, realistically, you put something out there and enough people are interested in it, you could go viral on any piece of content. You just have so many little quirky things that will get attention, like a loop of 30 Raincoats or the meeting with the horsehead guy in the Beer on My Tramp Stamp. And then, and then probably 100 others, where you take a clip. And I really think people will watch it. I mean, I know this audience is going to be paying attention. So
Yeah, well, we keep going. We're just,
Yeah, exactly. Well,
you know.
keep at it, because I think you got a good future ahead of you in this stuff.
Oh man,
Thanks,
that's very nice. Thank you.
Well, you guys have been delightful, but before I let you slip away, tell us where to find you online, on stage, and where we can buy or listen to all this music.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Bandcamp, Spotify, all of them.
All right, fantastic.
Spotify. I really like Spotify. You know, everybody gets a bad rap, but hey, you know, it's you can listen to music on Spotify. You know, YouTube is a little tougher. You know, you can look it up, but you gotta keep. You could, you know, I'll put Tramp Stamp on Spotify and then just let it roll, and other songs will come on, and then other songs of ours will come on, and it's nice. I like it a lot.
Well, and on your YouTube, it would be a good idea to put all of your songs into a playlist.
Okay.
And share the song from the playlist, because then the songs at the side will be from the playlist instead of getting off into the ether to somebody else. So
Oh, I see.
this is applicable to any country artist watching here, but I mean, that's with our own, we'll share the link to the song within the playlist, and then you wind up with a list that's your songs inside. So
Okay.
Thank you, Mark, for that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still learning.
Yeah.
To be honest, you know, we're still learning about the marketing side. You know, as artists, it's tough to do the marketing and the art, because the art suffers, and then you become a marketing guy,
right,
marketing guru or something.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know,
yeah, it's tough to do everything, for sure.
Yeah, I'd prefer to just play music, to be honest. You know, we're playing tonight. We're playing tonight in Brooklyn. That's what the date is. What right now is March 29th. March 29th, we're playing in Brooklyn at Freddie's Bar. It's a very famous bar. A lot of jazz musicians have played there through the years. A lot of country, anything goes there. Freddie's Bar. Next month, we play at a bar in Jamaica, Queens called, I don't even know the name of the bar. And it's just a local bar, and they all show up, and everybody's drunk and having a good time. And it's daytime kind of deal.
But feel free to check our socials. We always post when we have a gig.
And yeah, we'll do some more TikToks with Tramp Stamp, and more shorts with Tramp Stamp. And
we'll all be looking for it.
All right, cool.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. I've really enjoyed you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very
awesome.
welcome.
Thank you,
ladies
so
and
much.
gentlemen. Cupid and the Cowboy.
Bye.
So, what do you guys think? Is Beer on My Tramp Stamp going to be your new favorite song? Yes. This has been Mark Gillia for AIM Country Music Television. Thank you for watching.